Hi, so the first threshold concept we're going to be talking about is writing as a process. So I've seen this threshold concept through the course in two main ways. First, as in our peer review workshops, and for personal self-reflection. So for each project we had our analytical rhetorical analysis, genre remix, inquiry project. Before the final draft was due, we would have peer workshops where we'd get in groups and we would read everyone's rough draft, give comments, and then do like a Zoom session or just talk in class about, our feedback and advice. We would all have to come up with, questions we had, stuff like that. At first, I kind of used to hate like these kind of peer workshop things. Like if I did it in high school, I used to kind of hate them because I thought they were just a waste of time, and I was just like, I don't really care what these people have to say. They're not my teacher. I only care what the teacher has to say. So I kind of went into my first peer workshop with that mindset, but it actually helped me so much. I guess it's just we're on a college level now, and I think we might just be better at giving feedback, or we care more. I'm not sure, but my first draft of my first project, the argumentative rhetorical analysis, was not great. It was really unorganized. I feel like I had so much I wanted to say, didn't really know where to connect my thoughts, so I was kind of like embarrassed about my first draft, and the people in my group really gave me great feedback. They were like, okay, I see this idea and this idea, you could put it here, and I was able to come up with this really great revision plan, and I was really happy with my final draft. And the same with all my other projects. They weren't quite as bad as my first draft of my first project, but still getting that feedback from my peers was really helpful in constructing my final drafts for my projects. And I think this relates to the threshold concept, as writing is a process, because it's not just a one and done thing. You don't just sit down, write, and then that's it. I mean, oftentimes people will suggest that you just get right to it, sit down and write for like a first draft to get your ideas out there. But I think that this class really demonstrated that writing is a process because of the peer workshops, and also with the self-reflections at the end of each project in our daybooks. I see that as writing as a process too, because it kind of helped us at the end of the semester to go back and look at our reflections and see how we've grown and maybe become more skilled in a certain area of writing or representing rhetoric, or what we've learned from that project. So I really think that those two things showed the threshold concept of writing as a process in this course.